Hi there, guys. We are getting on the phone once again with Ahmad. He is an SIV, Special Immigrant Visa applicant. So he is still in Kabul right now with his family and his three young kids. There were boots on the ground trying to help get him out. They were not able to get him out in a way that they felt safe. They would have had to drive, and his wife really did not feel safe doing that with their three kids. So Ahmad and his family are still in Kabul, and we're going to call him right now and have another phone conversation with him live with you guys. So here we go. And he does know that we are live as well.
Hello?
Hi, Ahmad.
Hi, Mrs. Ali. How
Hi.
are you?
I am well. How are you doing?
I am fine, thank you.
Thank
What
you.
about you?
I'm doing okay. I am glad you took this call
Uh,
with us and could have this conversation. Are you feeling safe? How are you and your family feeling
uh,
today?
yes, I'm safe, and also my families are safe. We are at home and hiding from these Taliban or
Hmm.
these threats. So we are at home, and I don't know what's going on outside of home.
Hmm.
And um, what's the situation. Just hearing something from my colleagues, my friends, that they're telling me, do not go outside of the home
Hmm.
and do not pick up the calls, unknown calls, and just be safe at home.
Hmm.
The situation is like that.
So what is going on? I mean, you aren't leaving outside, right? So you don't know what's going on outside. Are you hearing any noises? Are you hearing, I know the other night there were a lot of bomb blastings that you heard. Is that something that's still going on?
No, there is no any bomb blasting or wars. Uh, I don't heard. Just last night that Americans troops left Kabul and left the airport, the Taliban started firing. They celebrate that they win the war, and all around the Kabul there was firing. There was so many firing
Hmm.
around our homes and around the Kabul. Just to celebrate that they win, and this is what this uh, last night this happened.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So now, when you're hearing everybody celebrating, when you're hearing the Taliban celebrating that they won the
Yeah.
war, and you're still there and you want to leave, how does that make you feel?
Mm. So uh, we worked with American troops shoulder by shoulder.
Hmm.
In every situation, in war situation, in bad situations, we travels many corps, and we worked with American troops. We worked
Hmm.
on their project. We just work with them, and now we are enemies of Taliban, and we are uh, in between of our enemies. And what's our situation? What do you think? If you be in between of the enemies, so you must feel threats. You must feel scared. You must feel stress. A lot of this. So we hope that American government and especially American people should stay behind of us, stay behind of the interpreters and people who work for Americans
Hmm.
government.
Hmm. Like you
Yeah,
said, you worked
we
shoulder
expect.
to shoulder with these troops, and you were an interpreter, and you hope the government continues to go back. Now, when our American government is saying that most of the people that wanted to get out got out, that isn't necessarily the case because you guys did not feel safe. You couldn't leave. Tell me about what you've experienced over the last couple of days, Ahmad.
These couples of days, we are just at home and with no job, with no incoming. So we are at home and just waiting for what's happening in the future days. One thing I want to mention that now Americans left Afghanistan, and we are not able to get any jobs at Afghanistan or Kabul because the Taliban's feeling that we are intelligence of America. We are pagan. They think like that we are not Afghan. We are not Muslim. Even they are not thinking about that we are Muslim. They are thinking about us. You are the pagans. Just 2-3 days ago that I was in the airport, my little child cried that as he is 5 months. So I told there was a Talib. I told him, please let us to go look. My baby is crying. He said, I don't care about your kids. He is pagan, like that. He told me. I said, why are you telling me he is a pagan? He is my child. I am Muslim. You think about me? They're thinking about like that you are working for American troop, you are want to go to America, and you are intelligence of American troop. They are thinking about like that. So what happening, I don't know. If we evacuate from here, that's the better, this is the good for us. So we are waiting what doing Americans government for us, and looking, hopefully we are looking, and they promise that all entrepreneur and all people who worked for American troop, for Americans government, they will help them. I hope they complete their promise, and they evacuate from. They must evacuate us from here.
And can you tell me about what that promise meant to you when you were working shoulder to shoulder with those troops? Tell me what about that promise.
We hope just they stay on their promise, and they help us. Just we're looking for their helps.
So when you agreed to work as an interpreter, and you agreed and you were in that kind of work, what kind of conversations did you have about your safety? Can you tell me about that? Were you worried?
With who I have the conversation?
Um,
I didn't.
like,
I'm sorry.
let me rephrase. When you were going into that kind of work, did anyone say you're going to be protected because you work with Americans?
Yes. When we are, there is no job. What should we do? We don't have any job right now at Kabul, and they are telling us, the Taliban, as you know, the media, they are told to everyone should come to their jobs, but we don't believe on Taliban. We don't believe on them, because Taliban's already told everyone should come to their jobs, but everyone no believe on Taliban's because. The Taliban's. Everyone will know them, and it's hard to believe on this team.
Right. So you were saying that you and 200 of your colleagues left your company. Are they saying go back to work, but you don't want to? You can't go back to work because they know it's an American affiliation and you are scared?
No, as you have the question from all of my colleagues who is here, who all of them are in the Kabul and waiting for the a good news from USA government, but all of them are not ready to go to their jobs. They are not ready. They are scaring and they don't believe on Taliban. As I have with my colleagues in WhatsApp group, we have a team, we have a group. All of our colleagues are here, and everyone no one to go to their jobs as their all documents are left on the offices, and especially my lap. I have two laptops. Both of it's on my office, and I can't go to get my laptops. All the documents we left there, so no one is ready to go to on our office and start their work.
Is it out of fear? I know you're not leaving your home. Is that what it is? You guys are too scared to go to your offices? That's what it sounds like?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now can you tell me what it feels like? I know you've been in communication with a kind of a mutual person of ours. Can you tell me what it feels like to learn about the American media and what we're talking about over here, and how our president is saying that, like, we're out of there, we're not going back? Do you feel abandoned? Do you feel like you have hope? Tell me how that feels.
Yeah, I'm listening to your media on American USA media, but I don't know what is the decision of USA government about us and what is going on in the future. But I expect that they should help us. They should take our hands. And one thing is mentionable that I'm hearing. This is not special, official. I mean, official. This is not official that the governments decide that everyone should evacuate, but by themselves to third country, and should process their cases from third country like Pakistan, India, or Uzbekistan.
So they're telling you're hearing
know
to
the
maybe
situation.
you're hearing to maybe
you
go
hear
do
me?
that?
Yeah, I'm hearing that. I'm hearing. Just I'm hearing, but it's not officially.
Okay.
I didn't hear it official.
Okay.
So
Have you heard
do you hear
anything?
me, madam?
Have you heard anything from our government?
No, from Americans government, not from Americans government. Just it's on social media like that. I'm hearing this news.
Okay. How does that make you feel to not have any communication from anybody in America to directly to you?
There's no one that I should have the communication with him.
Okay.
Only our bosses are in the Dubai, in Emirates. They are there, and they promise that they will help us. And no one is from our offices in the USA.
Okay.
Our project manager name is Mr. Bob Lander, and we have communication with him. I don't have communication. Only our project manager has some communication.
And what is he saying? Is he saying that there's help on the way, or that you guys have to figure it out, or what? Or what are you being told right now? Can you tell me that?
I don't know if he want to help us. This is almost 2 weeks past that I didn't see any help from them. But I don't know what are they doing and what is their decision. and we didn't see any positive action from our managers who are in the Dubai. But
Okay.
they promised, always they promise for their employees to stay at home. We are here, we will help you. But when this promise will happen, I don't know, just like that.
Um,
Yeah.
what are you needing? Like, I know that there was you felt like it was a big risk to drive out. What do you need from the US? Do you need an escort? What is it what the SIVs and your, people that are stuck there right now, what is the help look like?
Ali, just I say before to you that almost people just evacuate from Kabul or has not their real document.
Right.
Yeah, all SIV applicants, almost 80% are here, and they're looking for why Americans government why didn't help us, why do not have urgent action about us. We are here and we are we have the training, we have work, we have the knowledge, and maybe Taliban's, if they decide to get us back to our offices, get us back to our jobs, but maybe they used our knowledge against U.S. government. Maybe they're at first they are not ready to accept us. If they decide to accept us, if they decide the SIV applications work with them, but at first they will use us. They will use these SIV applications against America. They will use. I think just like that. I don't know, but I think the USA, the Americans should evacuate urgently these SIV applications, because these all SIVs applications are very intelligent, very worked hardly, and they are the hard training. They had the hard trainings. They work hardly on any situations. I expect from USA government that should take urgent actions regarding SIVs applications.
Okay. I'll definitely relay that for sure. So Ahmad, what's the alternative? They either accept you, or what does the Taliban do? Are they going to imprison you for life? Are they going to not give you a job for life? What is happening over there?
For example, I should tell you about myself.
Please.
Since 2012, I am working in IT departments. Different positions. I have worked in different positions. I have almost 9 or 10 years of IT experience. All this SIV's application has their skills, has the work, and has for example, I have many certificates, online certification like CCNA, CCNP, Cisco company, and also my colleagues, like they have higher than me skills, high education than me, and all of these are now in bad situation, and what's going on, they don't know. I don't know what will happen. So this is all.
You don't know what will, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
we don't want to imagine what could happen. So we need to get the word out. Um, who who are you in contact with right now? I know Tim is still helping you. I know is it just your boss then right now other than Tim?
Yeah,
Okay.
uh, it's almost 10 days that I have contact with Mr. Tim,
Mm-hmm.
and he promised, he says to do like that. You have to wait for calls for message, but so far I didn't see any. I know he is working hard. He
Mm-hmm.
is trying to help me. I appreciate it, but
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see any positive uh, news, any positive
Mm-hmm.
feedback. So I need from anyone who helped me to evacuate
Mm-hmm.
from Afghanistan. I will appreciate it, and also I'm appreciated from Mr. Tim,
Mm-hmm.
and looking for his feedback and looking for his update, and I'm following his advice. So
Mm-hmm.
I am waiting and I am looking, hopefully.
Can you tell me, do you feel like it'd be safer now to evacuate than it was yesterday or the day before when there was all that chaos? I know you were telling me at the airport it was chaos. I know the airport's closed down now. So how do you even get out? Is it driving out? I know driving was really scary yesterday. So how do you even evacuate right now?
Uh, I don't know. I don't know how we should evacuate.
Okay.
All the borders are closed. As we have news yesterday from my colleagues from the province. There's the Afghanistan border with Pakistan, with Uzbekistan, and with Tajikistan. Uh, they they don't allow Afghan people to their country from the border.
Okay.
But if Americans government has a good policy with these countries that share our list with them, or I don't know
Okay.
what is the decision. Do you hear me?
Yes, yes.
Uh,
I think that that's interesting. So you're saying maybe
yeah,
the American government could share the SIV list or information with neighboring
yeah,
countries that wouldn't normally take Afghan refugees.
yeah.
Oh,
They should
okay.
share our list with these countries. They should allow us. Now, no one is able to go outside of Afghanistan in border as these countries close their border with Afghanistan, and
Okay.
like Pakistan, Turkham Bandar border, and also with Tajikistan, Uzbekistan. These borders are closed. Just we look for U.S. government that should make a solution for this problem, these
Okay.
issues.
Okay. Ahmad, how are you feeding your family right now? I know you are staying with some relatives. I know you're not able to work right now. How are you surviving?
Uh, what should I tell you about our situation? Uh, I am always at home and looking for my children, looking for my wife. They are they are scared uh, higher than me. They are scared. Uh, I don't know. They are very scared. That my wife's telling me that do not go outside if the Taliban catch you. And what should we do? What should we looking for? There is no one to support as there is no one to support my children. There is no one to support me. My wife's telling me like that. So the situation is not good. And as you feel, before I said, between of enemies, what do you feel? If you be in a state of me, if you be in the between of enemies, always looking like enemies for us, these Taliban, this government. So
Mm.
we are very in trouble, madam.
Very much in trouble. So do you
Yeah.
need food and water? I mean, what do you need? Can people help? Is there anything people can do right now? I mean, it doesn't sound like you have much to live off of right now,
Uh,
but you haven't asked for any of that.
yesterday, yesterday, I have gone to AIB Bank. There, I had an account over there that my salaries. I get my salaries from AIB Bank. I
Okay.
just uh, went to AIB. I have only 50 dollars at my account.
Five
I just
zero?
get my, yeah, $50
Okay.
I had in my account. I am spending this money and looking what happened. Also, my August salary is with the company, and still I have not received my salary. I'm looking for my salary. As I talk, I have conversation with company, AG company. They all left Afghanistan, and they are Germany. As I have with some finance, there was a friend in finance department. I have a call with him. He said we are in the Germany and we will pay your salaries. So I'm looking for my salary, and other I don't have the other solution to spend to buy any food for my family, and just looking for my salary.
Okay. How are you getting food? I know you can't leave your house. How are you, even if you did have finances, how can you get food for your family?
Uh, when I'm going outside of the home, uh, I have my mask in my face, and
Okay.
also I am wearing clothes like Taliban, uh, uh, like a hat in my head, hat, hat in my head, and that no one should know me. Just like I don't say what should I say to you. I'm looking hide, and I'm going hide from uh, far ways to get something, get some food for my family, just like this.
So you're in a disguise. You kind of dress like the Taliban so no one notices that you are not.
Um,
So
I
no one
just hide
notices you.
from their eyes
Okay.
at home, yeah,
Okay.
or at the street. Uh, that they should don't see me, that I am. I look like before. Uh, I have my mustache, my birds long like them. So what should I do? This is the better solution to I should hide from them.
Okay. You're blending in and hiding from them. Okay. So, Ahmad, how can, if people wanted to donate money or anything like that, is there a way that people can do that? Or can
Um,
they do it through Tim? Or I don't know. How can people help you right now?
if they want to help me economically, I have my bank account. My bank account is working. AIB bank account. I will share with you. Uh,
Okay.
uh, if they want to help us, still my salaries. It's I don't know when they will pay our salary, and it's easy that if someone will help me, I will appreciate it.
Okay. I'll get that
Yeah.
information from you when in a second here. And then I'll have people reach out directly to me if they want to, so that way your information is safe. And
Yeah.
we'll see if we can get a different way to get something together for you to make it easy. Um, is there anything else that you want people to know, Ahmad? I know that, I mean, what you're putting yourself at risk talking to me in the first place. So Why did you feel like you wanted to share? Why did you feel like this was important to talk today?
I'm expect from Americans people that should stay on behind of us. We work with Americans troop and also from Americans government. We expect that should help us urgently. It's urgent for us. They should take urgent decision. Also, I'm looking for Mr. Tim feedback. I hope and everyone who can help me, everyone can do, I will appreciate. Nothing else for saying to you, and appreciate it. Thank you.
I appreciate it so much. Thank you, Ahmad. And again, if anybody wants information, directly message me. I'm going to get information from Ahmad here. Okay, so I am no